Coming back to our theme of growing a conservative movement, we have our next several speakers will be focused on just that, offering a variety of expertise. First up is Larissa Martinez. Larissa is the founder and president of the Women's Political Leadership Network, where she attempts to recruit, train, and hopefully help elect women to office to govern and get things done, to use common sense, good conservative ideals to make their communities, their states, and our nation better. She comes to that with her wealth of experience herself, having been involved in public policy, having worked on the Hill for members of Congress and the Senate. So she takes that experience of seeing how to get elected and then how to govern successfully to train the next generation of leaders. In addition, she's the author of a book with a wonderful title, My Mommy is a Candidate. With that, we welcome to the stage and are happy to have with us as PLC, Ms. Larissa Martinez.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Hi. I didn't know he was going to mention the book. I was like, oh, I should have brought that and done a reading for you guys. How's everyone doing? It's 3:15-ish. We're doing okay? I love it. Thank you. I appreciate your hype, your energy. But I just so appreciate you guys letting me be up here tonight. This is my first time here at this event, and I'm just so impressed. One, that you guys are on time. That's amazing and so impressive. But also, it's a gorgeous day outside, and look at the commitment. I love that you guys are here to listen to this, because I'm up here not just to talk about the work that my organization does, but also the amazing and brilliant individuals that run the Libre initiative. So they are going to be up here in just a moment to share a lot of facts and figures, but I came up because I wanted to share a little bit about myself, because I am a proud Chicana, and I have a family story that I think is one that will hopefully resonate with some folks here, just as I get into it a little bit. But one thing I wanted to, before I get into everything else, is that, I am the founder and president of Women's Public Leadership Network. We have a summit coming up June 4th and 5th, so I do not want to forget to note that, in Philadelphia. And you guys have some amazing women that are running as state legislators, and I'm pretty sure for governor, right? Can we give a round of applause for Stacey? Yes, thank you. This guy, great. I kind of want you up here with me, because I feel like you're like the hype guy. I love it. Excellent. I appreciate that. Sean, perfect. Okay, so my grandfather came over in the 40s from Mexico City through Texas, but he came because he really saw the dream of America and wanted to experience it for himself, for his family, and to grow in it. But the reason I bring it up is because I think a lot of people today, when you think of Latinos, you think of folks that just got here or are coming over now, but Latinos have been in America forever, right? Like in different variations. And there's a legacy of liberty there that has been around since the beginning. And my grandfather, when he came over, he felt so strongly to be American and how proud he was that he joined the U.S. Air Force. So how many veterans do we have in the room? Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. So my grandfather flew B-17s, pretty sure that's right, and F-4s, but B-17s in World War II. And he actually was in a sabotaged plane that came out of the sky, picked up as a POW, was brought to a German POW camp. And while he was there, he felt the need to not only talk about America and our ideals and values, but to teach them English and Spanish, which was pretty impressive, especially back in the day. He also fought F-4s in Vietnam, Korea, so he was around for a long time. And I don't know how many of you guys have gone to the American History Museum. Have you guys done this? Not yet? Love it. Guy in the back. Excellent. If you haven't, and you go through the war display, I was just there with my dad, and it was pretty fascinating to see these ginormous planes that I cannot believe these people decided to go up in them. I'm just going to say. I don't know how many of you guys are pilots, but God bless you, because that is a scary situation. Anyway. That was the commitment that he felt. That was the love he had for his country. And so I look to always honor that legacy and his tradition of public service through the work that I do with WPLN. And it's also the work that Libre does when they do the outreach to the Hispanic and Latino populations here in America. So one of the things that you'll hear a lot about is the data points. So I'm not going to waste your time kind of going through the numbers, because you're going to hear that from the Libre experts here in a moment. But when you're thinking about how to outreach to the Latino community. Remember, just like anybody else, and just like what we don't like to see the left doing, which is identity politics, where they assign one specific issue with one specific demographic, right? Whether it be women, whether it be Latinos. Latinos care about every issue, right? We are not a monolith. We do not have one specific thing that we care about. And in fact, I would love to not have to hear about immigration constantly. And I say this as someone who handled immigration policy in the US Senate, and it's been going on for a real long time, those discussions. This was back in 2006, and then again in 2013. So there's like a lot of these conversations, right? But Latinos care about everything, especially economics. And economics is what drove so many to support President Trump and other Republicans in this past election. And it requires us to continue to build those relationships, right? It can seem really hard at times, I know, to go into new communities, but nobody wants to feel like they go in somewhere and just anytime there's an election to say, yay, come vote for us. And that's what the Democrats do. We don't do that, right? We want people to be part of our community. We want people to engage with us on our principles, on our policies, and really feel like we are one kind of America and one team moving the ball forward, especially when it comes to the big priorities that we have in this country. And so I say this because it can feel really daunting at times to build those long-term relationships, but putting in the effort, it matters. And it's not that hard. I feel like everyone thinks, oh, you have to go do it to speak Spanish, but at the end of the day, there's a ton that speak English, right? They just want to know that you care. You want to hear what they have to say, and then you will see that their values a lot of the times mirror everyday Americans, right? Faith, education, economics, healthcare, energy, all of these issues matter, and they matter to the Latino community. So I just wanted to leave you kind of with that, like, rah, you can definitely do that. Go out there, bring people in, share the values of America, make sure that they know that we care about having them on our team for the long term, right? Because it matters. And then lastly, I just wanted to note for everybody that may or may not know kind of some of the women demographics that are happening here. So the Hispanic women are the fastest growing group to move over to the conservative movement, right? They actually moved over by about 28 points in the last election. So again, these folks are already there. They're ready to engage. We just have to reach out and meet them there. So thank you. I feel like Sean's there with me. I appreciate it. Thanks. But anyway, so all that to say is I hope that you guys take the information that the Libre folks give you when it comes to how to engage people, how to reach out, how to move the needle in your communities, and also to make sure that you are getting those data points and sharing them with your communities, engaging with everybody. And then also, please sign up for our summit because it's going to be amazing. So all the women in here, I hope that you come. We do like our men too. It's fine. Emily, appreciate you. She's on one of our host committees. But it's going to be awesome. Like I said, Union League, we're going to have a lot of fun. And I think it's so important that we support women as well that are in the pipeline because it's not easy right now. And that's why I just appreciate everything you all do to be dedicated, to be in this space, to do the work. It's a hard time, but it's so worth it. We were actually just talking about that behind the scenes of how this isn't easy, but you guys, it does matter. So anyway, with that, I'm actually going to end early. I hope that this gets us back on track. I know, get excited, because these guys are going to give you a lot more information that's going to be useful to you. But I just so appreciate that you guys are here, that you're doing the work, that you care to hear about how to outreach to the Latino community and the importance that it is here in Pennsylvania and across the U.S., and also for the work that you do to support women and other groups in the conservative movement. And with that, I will say thank you to Libre for letting me be up here with you all today, and follow me on Instagram and all the places. All right, thank you all.